Um, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. We are pleased to welcome Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Honorable Minister Olivier Nduhungirehe, who will brief us today following this morning's Security Council meeting on the security situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Without further ado, I invite the Honorable Minister to deliver a brief statement, after which we will open the floor for questions. Honorable Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Today, Rwanda reiterated our long-standing position before the Security Council regarding the situation in Eastern DRC and the role of MONUSCO. We remain deeply concerned, in particular, by sustained presence of the Kinshasa-backed FDLR genocidal militia. MONUSCO, whose mission was in large part to get rid of armed groups in Eastern DRC, including the FDLR genocidal militia, has failed to deliver on its mandate. But it is not too late to change course. MONUSCO can still play a positive role by supporting the ongoing African-led peace efforts. The merged Rwanda-Nairobi process, mandated by the joint EAC-SADC summit and endorsed by the African Union, offers a credible, inclusive, and regionally owned path forward. In a few days, we will commemorate the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, which stands as a permanent reminder of the importance of protecting all communities from hate, violence, and division wherever they may be. Rwanda's message today is simple. We want a political solution. We support dialogue, and we want to work together to stabilize and develop our region. I thank you. Yes, please.
Thank you for the stakeout. It's Pamela Falk from U.S. News and World Report. The UK ambassador today called for all Rwandan defense forces to leave DRC. How many of them are there now? Thank you.
There is a regional process, EAC-SADC, which a way forward on how to deal with security issues and also political issues in Eastern DRC. So it's up to the region, to the Africa-led process to give us the way forward. It's not up to the United Kingdom to tell us what should be done. As for Rwanda, we have said on several occasions that we are under threat from the FDLR, under militias and forces in Eastern DRC. So we have deployed defensive measures along our border to defend ourselves against this threat. And this should not be confused with the M23, which is a Congolese movement defending a Congolese community. It's the M23 that took territories in Eastern DRC, including Goma and Bukavu. It's not Rwanda, because in Rwanda we don't take territory in Eastern DRC. We have defensive measures which are targeted, dynamic, and proportionate to the threat.
Thank you.
Mr. Foreign Minister, if I can follow up, Gabriel Elizondo from Al Jazeera English. Just to follow up on my colleague's question, how many troops do you have in the DRC? As you know, the DRC representative in the council claims that you have half of your entire military is in the DRC. Is that true? If not, how many troops?
Of course it's not true. I just answered to that question. I said that we should not confuse between M23 and Rwanda. M23 is a Congolese movement that took territories. It's the M23 that is in DRC because they are Congolese. Rwanda, we are defending our border with our defensive measures against the threat that was entertained for the past 30 years in Eastern DRC, namely the FDLR genocidal force and other militias and groups that are working for the Kinshasa government to overthrow the government of Rwanda, as the president of DRC clearly stated on several occasions. Yes,
Minister, Carrie Norton from Le Monde and RFI, Radio France Internationale. Can you tell us, you kept saying that you're under attack from the FDLR. Can you tell us what was the last attack from FDLR before the Goma battle? Just recently, what was the last attack from FDLR?
You know, since 2018, madam, we had... You asked me a question and I'm going to respond to you, madam. since 2018, we had more than 20 attacks. The last one being on 26th of January, where 200 homes of Rubavu districts were deliberately targeted by the FRDC government. We had, in 2022, shelling on our territory in March, in May, and in June, with a clear objective to sabotage the holding of the Commonwealth Summit in Rwanda. And in 2019, we had, in October, 15 victims from the attack of a splinter group of the FDLR called Rud Urunana. And in 2018, we had also several attacks from June to December on our territory in southwest of the country, killing 9 people, including a young girl of 13 named Onela and a young boy of 17. So we have a threat and also attack on our territory. And in the council, I also said that just two weeks ago, we had the general, Brigadier General Ezekiel Gakwerere, who was handed over, an FDLR general, and who was involved in the genocide against the Tutsi, and then who was in FRDC uniform.
Let me rephrase. Any attack in 2024 in January before the Goma battle?
There was constant attack. I told you that for the past 20 days, the past 7 years, since 2018, we have more than 20 attacks.
What was the attack in 2024?
What kind of attack do you want me to give you, madam?
Because you keep saying you were under attack and by the FDLR, so...
Madam, we had 16 deaths. People were killed in January. 200 homes, including schools, including hospitals, by the FRDC from the Goma airport. That doesn't sound serious enough.
After the attack
After
of the
what?
border. Did it happen after or before the Goma was attacked?
Last question, madame. I think the next question is high.
Yes.
Thank you, Minister. Jessica Lemazurier from France 24. Just to clarify, because it wasn't clear to me, the UN has said that you have up to 7,000 troops in DRC. How many troops do you have? How far have they gone in? What exactly are they doing? Why are they there?
Yes, this is the third time that we'll respond to this question. We don't have troops in Rwanda. We have defensive measures to deal with the threat coming from Eastern DRC, mainly by the DRC-backed FDLR and other groups that have consistently attacking our territory. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.